Alright, so this is a family bike ride you can definitely do with everybody on Slaughterpin. You take All American Trail down to the bottom and you go under the bridge. And at this point you'll go over a little bit and you'll see where Tiger Trail turns to the left, or you can go just slightly ahead and go over to the Apple Creek. So some maps list this as a green while others list it as a blue. A little bit of a climb right here, but Mike and I noticed, well, what the heck is that? And there's an actual downhill trail. If you can see Apple Dumplin. So this is Apple Dumplin going down. A little bit rocky, as you can see. We probably weren't doing a ton of the jumps, maybe just a little bit encasing them. But if you went back in session this a couple times, it'd probably be some pretty good jumps that you could do. Fairly safe, but we didn't go for them, and we were...
Man, that is rocky.
We were waiting for Mom and Lexi, so we went back after just going down one time. So this is where Tiger Trail and the Apple Trail meet, and it's kind of a cool tunnel. Always reminds us of the It movie.
Excuse me, guys.
Alright, so this is where we went up, and you go up, and you turn and go across the bridge and go to Black Apple Creek. And this will take you back by the creek, and then eventually it'll have you climb out, and you come on a concrete path right here, and it spits you out on Tristan's Tail. This is a pretty fun, very easy trail for everybody involved, but you come across some spots like, ooh, that jump looks kind of fun, so you can go ahead, Lexi, and keep going, and I'll catch up with you, because I want to go back.
I don't want you hitting this.
I want to go back and try to hit this jump. Missed it a little bit, but went for it. Perfectly built where Mom and Lexi can ride it and have fun, and Mike and I can try to hit some of the lips and do some of the jumps.
Tristan's Tail. Not to be confused with Neely's Tail. Hello.
Oh boy. It's got a couple of switchbacks here.
Mike or Richard.
Before it intersects with this trail, which is Red Barn. So you climb
Good
Red
job,
Barn.
Pistols.
So you'll see here where you can turn left and you can continue on Tristan's Tail. You turn right and it goes on Red Barn. You climb up that and it spits you out on the road. Now, if you get on the road, you'll get to Ozone, which I highly recommend because here is a very cool jump line. Actually, believe it or not, some of these rock faces for the jumps are pretty safe. They're not too hard. I'm not a huge jumper.
No rock faces.
I won't let him do it, but I usually hit them. And they're pretty cool. So if you want to hit some jumps, definitely go to the top of Red Barn and hit Ozone right next to the road, and you can check this section out. So we did this and then went back down Red Barn to continue Tristan's Tail. So here we are continuing this, and I believe this section right here is fairly new. I don't remember doing this the last couple of trips that we went to Bentonville. Like right here would be something I would definitely try to do, but you don't know until you go on it the first time. This is our first time going down it. Even Lexi and Mom really enjoyed this one too, so fun enough for the whole family and not too challenging. Cool feature right here at the bridge.
Picture time.
Whenever you see those colors, that's the Odds Trails. You gotta take a picture. Gotta
Just go nice and slow and don't pedal.
Crossing the creek here, the girls didn't do it, but so then it spits you out on the concrete path, which will take you over to the end of All American. So with this ride, what we ended up doing is kept going north. We rode all the way up to the back 40. So this is where the Blowing Springs loop starts. So if you look at that blue line right there, that's where the Cooper Connector is in the Blowing Springs trails. This is a beautiful spot where you can see some very nice bluffs on the right hand side and a cool bridge. A little challenging for the girls to climb that right there, but once you get to the bridge, very easy, very cool.
Let's take a picture of that.
So we went back and forth in Blowing Springs, and then we eventually spit out on the back 40 outer loop. So this section, it's fairly close to the road. The road is to the right of us. The majority of it is pretty good for beginners, but there is a certain point where I'll let you know where you might want to turn around and go back because it starts to get a little bit challenging. But so far so good right now with Micah and Lexi and Mom on this. And very fun for me too, actually. A lot of switchbacks and back and forth. So here's where you cross over and there's a little bit of a downhill section. Nothing major, but there are a couple of rock faces where you can jump. This still isn't the challenging part right here. The challenging part's up ahead, where they've got some bluffs you've got to ride up against.
Whoa! Oh boy.
Yeah, so right
I need
here.
to walk this.
Right here's where it gets a little challenging.
Yeah.
They didn't like this part. And honestly, at this point, this whole ride, I believe this day was close to 22 to 25 miles. And we started getting towards the end of the ride where, at this point, the kids started getting a little tired of being on their bikes for as long as they were. So hindsight, I probably would have got to this point and just turned around on the back 40 and went back, but we kept going. Very cool bluff on the left-hand side. Now here's a cool part that I never thought that I had the opportunity to do, is ride on a golf course. So this trail is bordering the golf course, and there's even signs that say "Be quiet, don't be noisy." But when we got to go across the golf course, it was pretty cool. And even when you climbed up here to the top, there's a very cool section on Mulligan with some rock features right next to the golf course. Probably should have done the big feature right here, but didn't know how big it was until I crossed it. And I probably could have done this one too, but just didn't know what it was until I passed it. With the family being ahead, we kept going. So here's another trail that I would definitely recommend if you want to try some jumps. This is Ragu, going down on the top of Mulligan. Some of these jumps are pretty safe. I'd say the first 2 or 3 I would definitely have done. There are a couple that are a little big that I would not do. I would have done that one. This one appears a little peaky and it's got a pretty good...
Now that's a big one.
Got a pretty good gap to it, so probably not, but if I followed someone, maybe. But this is a cool section that I definitely would recommend if you want to try out some medium-sized jumps down a little downhill. Easy drop. Good deal. So this ride is really fun, checking out some slaughter pin features, heading up to Blowing Springs and ending the day at back 40, and then riding the paved path all the way back to our Airbnb there in Bentonville. So, good ride for the family, especially if you've got e-bikes. Check it out.